Hey everyone, it's Miss Allison and I hope you're doing great. So we're going to take a look at your directions for your peer feedback form as we are looking at the end of your project. You guys are ready to turn those in, their summative project. They're looking great. So let's take a look at your job now on our Asynchronous Friday for peer review. Your learning target is I can use the glow and grow structure to give guided, meaningful feedback. Success criteria, I have used the glow and grow structure to provide 3 peers with feedback. So here are your directions. You're going to go to your class list. When you click here, you'll see the links to your class projects. And then you're going to pick 3 to review. Try to be diverse in who you pick. If you've already seen someone's project, you probably don't want to do that one. Pick someone new. And you're going to review them. As you read through, you're going to think of 2 glows. What do you admire? What did they do well? And 2 grows. What else could this person add? And then finally, you're going to write a sentence or 2 at the end of each project. The prompt is, what would you like to tell this person? Okay? So really easy here. You can see our structure. Who are you, right? We know who you are, but what peer did you pick? And then glow and grow. So let's look at our example for this. Okay, and we're going to look and see what a glow and grow might be. So this is our exemplar that we looked at, our mentor text. And we know that at the beginning we have our biography. There's a lot of good information here, along with a nice slideshow that shows more about his life. Historical context, that shows us what happened, and then they linked a video in here with some pictures as well. And then finally, that impact portion, and a really strong PEA with a video here to show how that person impacted history, how they were a messenger to humanity through their story, okay, and some resources. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look through here and look for anything that I can compliment or anything that I've said, wow, as the viewer, that really helped me. And when I find that, I'm going to go back here to my glow section. Alright, so what I did is I went through and I looked for what glow could be, and I found 2 for this person. So the first one I said, your PEA had strong evidence and was well written. That was after I read through that and was like, that really worked for me. That was good. And then the next one I said, the outside resources that you provided, and I have a typo here, so I'm going to fix that you provided were relevant and engaging, right? They didn't just put random things about anything. They were very relevant. So those would be the glows. Those are things that I really admired or went well for me. My next task is some grows, so I'm going to get in here again and I'm going to look for anything that maybe they could have done differently, maybe I could use more on, or I was just not quite clear on as I was reading through. Okay, so I'm going to look here, figure out what could those be. When I think I have found something, I'm going to go back here and add those to my chart. Alright, so after doing some digging and really looking at this person's project, I found 2 different grows for them. So I said, I wish I knew more about, and I spelled that wrong again, my goodness, but I should say Wiesel's accomplishments. I noticed that on this part, I loved that they included that on their website, but it was a little bit vague for me, and I would have liked to know more. I think that would help with the impact PEA as well. And then down here, I said, how could the historical context connect more to his life? I liked what they put for historical context. It made sense to me, and I was just wondering if maybe we could use a little bit more here to understand how or why it impacted his life, okay? So those are what we're going to do for our grow. And then finally, because we are not face-to-face today, it's an asynchronous day for the whole district. We can't talk to each other about it, but I would love that we can have this conversation later. And so I'd love to know what you would tell this person, right? So I would go up to this person and say this thing. So here's what I would say if I was able to talk to this person today, and we'll get back to this when we are back together. I really enjoyed your project and feel that you picked a powerful person to study. Now that's pretty generic, right? If I see that on yours, I'm going to say, try again, tell me more, right? Your PEA made me think more about how this part of our history can be something we continue to learn from. Once again, that's really generic. If I see you guys writing these things, I'm going to be like, great try, let's do that again. You know how to fill that in more purposefully for the person that they studied, right? But these are just some ideas to get you thinking. What would you say to them if you could, okay? You're going to do that 3 times, so make sure that you're filling this out for 3 different people. And I hope you guys get to enjoy each other's projects. These are looking beautiful, and I'm excited to see what you guys come up with.